I was going to say you're handsome. Supposed to be a compliment.
Alright, well, I can't find the chords, so what do we do? That doesn't help. Alright, well, that is going to be the start of this. And I want to thank everybody for joining us today. We have a few markers I'm going to use for this experience. Some yellow, some orange, green. Now, we got some different. I like the way it's presented. The light's not as dark as I want it to be, but whatever. So let me see if I can find a bird that I drew previously. Oh, I got it. Super. It's kind of a slow start for this experience today, but I don't know. Anything can happen. God dang, 15 people. What's happening? How y'all doing? What's up, Richard? What's up, Ryan? Serena? How y'all doing? Just be throwing people in here, huh? Throwing y'all like footballs? Those who do stay long enough, I appreciate you. Welcome, 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 welcome. So we have white poster board that we're going to use. I thought we were going to use the black poster, but we'll just use white. I'm guessing that's just going to be, it's going to be a start. I might do this stream for a few hours or just do one picture and then we just keep it moving. It just all really depends on how the stream goes. I am looking for some representation. Yeah. Two people, huh? Let's go. I like how they just throw like 50 people in there at once and then they all just disappear. Actually, I don't like that. I think that's really weird. Even if they're bots, I still think that's really freaking weird. So we're gonna draw a bird. Let's draw him. I guess. I guess we can draw him. It looks like a cat. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, y'all. We are going to now it's just something simple to get started. We're gonna figure out what our I guess our color scheme we can do. I guess we can just do the good thing is that I can make circles. That's awesome too. So I have a magnetism to drawing creatures, animals, cats, birds, ducks, flowers, just just things that just pretty much symbolize our our reality, our world that we live in. And yeah, this is what I enjoy. I really do. I enjoy it a lot. And just kind of want to share it with everybody. Just, just really want to share what I do, how I feel about it, and just want to do it the best way. The best way that I can. Yeah, 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 yeah. So it's just a simple piece. I'm drawing a bird inside a costume of a cat, and yeah, I thought that would be, I thought that would be easy. Something, something easy. What's up, Marie? How you doing? Oh, good to see you. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Glad you were able to make it. Let's go. How you been? How is life treating you these days? Oh, that marker is 1, 2, 3. Not it. Tell me all about it. Yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while. It seems like it's like once a month or something we get to like run into each other. So what I'm adding is some additionals. They're kind of like tattoos, and it just shows some differences in between me just filling it in with colors or so I'm just drawing designs that would I guess reference something playful, something that I just created, and it's all spontaneous. I really, I really looking to do anything that would, um, yeah, I'm just coming from a good place, somewhere, somewhere inside. Hey, yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yep. So I'm starting off with one color. This helps so I don't mix up a bunch of different colors. Kind of want to stick to the same, so when your eye sees it, it takes these specific colors out and draws your attention. Yeah, that's what I'm. That's what I'm looking to do. I'm gonna make them large enough so I can add colors to the interior of the design as well. Should be pretty easy. Kind of relaxing, I guess that's what it's supposed to be. Like a mental slow down because the day has been something not fast paced, but I've been busy all day, all freaking day. So just figure I'd do a live stream about like winding down. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So how y'all doing? That's how's life treating y'all? Good? Good. All right. Good to know. Good to know. And let me see. I feel like I'm missing something. Just add. Add a little cat face there. Yeah. Well, this marker may not be it. Hold on. I said red, but that red marker is 1, 2, 3. Not it. This one might be it. Not as thick as the other markers though. Yeah. Make sure we fill this one in kind of large. Yep, that's what we're doing. So I also have a show coming up. So I think I had I showed a few images of the crab that I was drawing, and the theme of the show is called butter. So everybody had to, for the group show, we just had to figure out what, butter meant to us. It could have been something physical, something more emotional. It could have been something through mixed media art, digital, whatever we could use to showcase in the gallery. But that's coming up soon, and I'm really proud of myself because I told myself I was going to do something for it, and I did that, and I brought it to the uh, the cafe and where the art show is going to take place. And yeah, I made some flyers, and soon, let me see, the 27th will be the first day of the show. It runs all month, well, for 30 days. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the first day. I'm excited for, all the other artists who volunteered, their time to showcase what, they said they were going to create. So I saw I saw a handful of other works already that's going to be in the show. And I'm just ecstatic that I get to join uh, something that I really enjoy, like creating. Like every single day I draw. Like there's not many days that I'm telling myself you shouldn't, because I think this is all just impactful in some type of way, and I enjoy it. I enjoy every single second of it. No, this marker is not it. That's a good color, but I think I'm gonna have to buy another green marker because it's not. Yeah, it's not as strong as this one is. So yeah, I made a crab that's holding butter because that's the theme of the showcase is called butter. And yeah, I'm happy to be a part of something that, like I said, like I can really stand back and like believe that I made it. Like some things we don't realize that um, is like really strong, and until we get feedback, until others say something, until we finish the project, and we're like, wow, I really made that. I spent the time. Yep, that's what it's all supposed to be about. Sometimes the reward is it's just a finished product. That's what it's about. That is what it's about. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, somebody actually offered to buy it today too. Like I didn't even put it up. It didn't even the show didn't even start, and somebody offered to buy it today. I was like, okay, I could. Yeah, that's awesome. All I said was, yeah, I would. Yeah, I'll make it available. Yeah, sure did. I said, okay. Very, very interesting things like that. Like when you start to talk about your passion and how you see things, and people can connect with it. Yeah. People really can see what you see. But sometimes I don't always believe people can see what I can see. Sometimes it takes me, it takes me, yeah, it takes me a while to figure out what words match so I can make a connection with people or people can, even understand what I'm doing or saying. Because sometimes I am, you know, I'm different. I really am. We're all different. You know, It's about it's about communication. So I try. I really try. I really do try. I have yellow too. Yellow's not really like one of those colors, but I guess we could fill it in and see what we'll fill. We'll do a fill. Yeah, do fills and see what we will. Uh, so I was also saying about the group show. Like this is my first time actually drawing or painting um, something more realistic, and uh, I had a critique on the picture that I presented, and somebody said something that I wasn't familiar with. When it comes down to painting, because I paint, but I paint just a different way. And so somebody told me that how they felt about people who make that type of specific art, and I was like, wow, I never heard it like that before, and it kind of pushed me away a little bit because I was like, he made some strong, he made some strong words out of a situation that I kind of felt like, well, maybe he was looking at it because maybe he can't do what I said. Because I said I wanted to do hyper realistic. I enjoy making things that look real. Like that's what I enjoy doing. Now this piece is not something like that, but I've often dabbled in, uh, making things that look real. And he told me that I should try something else. And I was like, oh, okay, well, the first time that I ever painted something like that, and somebody gave me feedback like that, it was very interesting because I told myself, well, I'm not going to draw anything else like that. I'm not going to paint anything else like that because not because of what he said, but because the doubt in himself will hold everybody back because we're all a team. This is not me just doing this by myself. I'm showing other people what there's possibilities in. And if I tell myself something like that, then I will never go down that lane. I'll never get to that point of my existence. But what I did was I told myself I'm just going to get better. Today may not be that, but I'm going to look forward to somewhere in the future getting better skills, getting better acquainted with what I can do, and working on the things that I know I can progress in. And that's what I told myself. Um, and I probably could have gave him feedback on, how he uses words, but those are his words. He's choosing the dynamic of the conversation, to point, something that he's not ready for yet. But because I didn't give him anything back, what's going to happen is that he's either going to forget what he said, which is very common, or he's going to have to sleep with those words because I didn't say anything back to him. It's as if you're talking to yourself, right? Like I'm talking to myself right now. I'm either going to forget what I said or I'm going to remember what I said because nobody else said anything. Nobody else gave me anything that I could refer back to as an answer or, yeah, that should be something. And this is me observing. This is me the countless amount of years of getting negative and positive feedback from people. And I need that 100%. I need people to hear themselves. I need people to communicate, figure out how the best ways for them to communicate so they can do better. And I thought it was funny because I felt like I was still standing, even though I was standing in front of people while I was talking and he was giving feedback, I felt like it was funny because not only did I hear it, but like six other people heard him say what he said. And once again, it's all about communication. So I thought it was cool. And I'm not, like I said, today I'm not gonna do anything specific today, but I know that I'm mentally working on how to get better at something that I chose to do for a week, a month, or a few hours out of my day, and yeah, that made me a better artist. That made me a better person, and I'm stronger because of that. Those are things that I just don't know of um, that other people can do. Just don't. I just don't because everybody's different. I had a conversation with somebody this morning, and it sounded like they wanted to give up, but they had other people that were relying on them. So how could they give up? Maybe they might slow down, but I don't think that they would ever give up because I think they're just that strong of people. And giving up, so might as well you haven't even started if you give up. That's what it feels like. You just gotta keep going. Yep, just gotta keep going. Yep, just keep going, y'all. Yeah, and I hope to tap into more of these streams because I really enjoy what I do. And it's odd because I'm like, let's just say one day I no longer do art for whatever reason, and then nobody else ever sees my channel. Like, what at that point have I accomplished if I give up on something I enjoy? Give up on something that I know I had a great talent for just because I got tired, just because, just because the race is too difficult. What am I teaching myself? What am I learning? If what I say I'm good at, I give up on it. What is it? Is it about the money? Is it about the power? Is it about the fame? What is it about? If I just give up. Yep. I'm having fun. That's all that counts. Because I can tell you how many people I've met who tell me that they don't have fun in life. they're just cruising through, you know, just waiting to get to some type of end that doesn't look like today. I mean, and even at this point, like I'd rather not finish this entirely so I can come back and finish it the next day because I know that's what I'll do. I know that's what the intent would be. I enjoyed that experience. Maybe it might be negative too. I find it really weird. You know, I have that feeling like I want to start something and I can just drop it and then possibly come back to it because I know that the thoughts that I have, it'll tell me to get up and go finish what you started. That's what it'll do, 100%. Like, what are you doing? Like, why didn't you finish that? And then I'll make up something like, oh, I'll do it later. My brain's like, no, like, can we put this into it? Can we add this? Should it look like this? And that is like more motivation for me to get whatever I started finished because that's the initial thought that I'm gonna start something and finish it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm proud of myself for that. You know, like I said, I meet a ton of people. Oh, I meet hundreds of people in my days. I just meet so many people. Sometimes their drive is not the same. Sometimes their initial, whatever it is not the same. But in all, I know that somebody wants to. I know they want to give up, and I say that because I felt like that before. I felt like I wanted to give up. So I understand, but I'm like, nah, we gotta finish this. Who else gonna finish it? Who gonna finish my channel? Who gonna finish my drawings? Who's going to finish something that I have passion about? Who? Tell me. Point them out. Who's gonna do that? I'm waiting. Like who's gonna do that? I don't know. They don't exist yet. And probably never will. I saw a video on Instagram too, and this guy's like he's standing. It's like there's a sidewalk and there's grass. I guess that's where he posted his phone, and he's standing there talking like he's saying it how he arts every single day, and he can't do anything else. He just mentally just can't do anything else. He said he couldn't do this X, Y, and Z job because he didn't want to do it. He just didn't have the drive or the passion or whatever the heck they call it these days. Passion. It's such a weird word, passion. Like I feel like passion is like I'm falling in love with somebody. That's like passion or something. Like I'm encouraging myself to continue to love somebody. That's like passion. And it's a strong word, but I don't fit. It doesn't fit like an artist. It doesn't fit like a creator because creators and artists create for a different possibility, not for a paycheck, not to get some award, but to do it because it is their calling. It's something that, like, this is a weird example. Like if you have like a dog whistle, right? That specific breed of dog will hear it and be like, I need to go to whatever that is because I heard it. And even if it stops, they'll question like, where did it come from and why is it calling me? And they're gonna have to spend their entire life trying to figure that out. That part of it is like, no, we have to know where this came from. So you'll seek it out, you'll get to it, and then once you get there, you're like, how do I make this a part of me? Because I felt like it was more than just the calling. I felt like it was supposed to be, something that I'm answering that nobody else could hear. Nobody else could feel the same exact way. And especially if it's the first time, like these new experiences for all types of people, kids, babies, young adults, and even adults when they figure and feel something that has never called them before, it's like lightning. You ever got struck by lightning before? It's that feeling. It's like, wait, is this for me? Because nobody else, I was not the only person standing here, and I was the only one that got that strike, and I'm still alive to experience it. So he's standing there and he's explaining all of that, and I'm like, wow, I think I feel exactly what he was saying with my art. And somebody had asked me today, like, about me selling my artwork, and I was like, it's something that feels different about selling art. Not saying that I don't mind it, but I don't really care for it. And I didn't realize it until I started packing as many pieces of art in my house as possible. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm not really encouraging myself to sell any of my artwork. I tell myself it's a good idea, but I don't have that drive. Like, I have the drive to just create it. I just want to create artwork. And even as a kid, I felt like I wanted to do something like that. I never really felt like I wanted to sell it. I did sell it when I was in school. Oh, I sold my artwork. I was like, oh yeah, let's just somebody's offering to buy it. I'm just yeah, let's make that deal right now. And as I progress through so many, like I have pieces that I don't remember because it's been so many. Like I can see it. Like if I see my artwork, I'm like, yeah, that's mine. But do I remember every single piece of artwork? Probably. I probably do. But I don't have like once it's disconnected from me, it's gone, you know? So that patch of my existence is made for yeah, it's just made for creating right now. And I enjoy that. I just enjoy creating. Because I mean it's the best thing that I can do for myself. Yeah. Yeah. That's the best thing. I saw my artwork on the floor at somebody's house, and I thought that was really interesting. And I didn't feel any type of way. I said, "Well, I'm glad it's not in the trash, and I'm glad it's not like behind a door where nobody can see it." So I felt some type of way, but there was like an automatic disconnect after that, and not saying that I forgot what the artwork looks like or what it was, because I remember making it. I remember what it felt like to put something like that together. And I knew that because I made all of my artwork based on sensations. So even though this is just a two-dimensional, it's a flat piece, there's energy in it, and that's what I want people to feel. Even if the surface is smooth, you can't really feel any texture, but there's so much energy in it. That's why I make it. So I'm feeling that call. Like that guy was standing there, like he was just so he wasn't still, but he was like he was really understanding that he knew what he wanted, in his artwork. He knew exactly where he said that he wanted to be, and um, it takes a lot to say that out loud. It really does. So I know people, just know people who don't have the same drive, even if even if they work another job, they work a job making phone calls, make a job like I don't know, what do people do? Um, Electrical engineer, like it's like you can go home and you can not think about your job, right? You just go home and you just completely turn off everything that you just experienced for the last 4 or 5, hours of work, or however long, 12-hour days, or 8-hour days, and then that's it. So it's not the same. It just can't be the same as a creative, an artist will do. And like I said, I don't know anybody else. I know people who tell me that they go to work and they do not like their coworkers. They do not like being in an environment like that. They just don't. They want to do something totally different. And I'm like, yeah, you should. You should probably do something that makes you who you say you want to be in that environment. That's what you should go and do. But like I said, I don't know any other person. And if they're an artist, they're going to tell you that. There's nothing else like it. Nothing else matches like a creator. Nothing. Not one single other thing I've ran into people who make millions of dollars. I ran into people who make like TV shows. I ran into people who play professional basketball, sports. I run into so many people and nobody else says the same thing. Yeah, they enjoy it, but they wish they could just go home and do nothing. Yep. Just nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. I'd rather do this all day. I would do this all freaking day, all day. I think I was editing most of the day, and that's still part of me creating because I know that I can go back and watch what I created because I was editing something and still enjoy that part that I made it because I made it. Yeah, you made a 3-point shot. That 3-point shot was years ago. Absolutely. That telephone call that got you millions of dollars, and well, you're waiting for another one. It's nothing. You make some art, you create some art, you create some art. When we gonna make some more art? Yep. Not more money, not more friends. When we gonna make some more art? Yep. I'm just here for it. Just here for it. There's some water, man. Blah blah blah. So this is my cat. He looks like a bird though. He's wearing a costume. So he's my My cat bird. Yep. Let's make his eyes. Let's make that. Yeah, I should actually message that guy too. I think I saved it on my Instagram because that really hit me. And I mean, I made a video on my channel about art and how art calls. Yeah. It's funny because just like I just told you, somebody wants to buy a $3,000 art piece, right? It's just numbers. The facts are that nobody would even know that I made an exchange like that. Maybe not even the IRS. I'm just saying. But like, what does that matter, right? What does any of that matter? Because there's nothing to kind of do with you. There's nothing that. So the part is, what am I doing this for? Something I just enjoy. Yeah. It's kind of weird. It makes me feel like I'm crazy too. When I say it out loud, I'm like, it makes me feel like I'm crazy. I might be crazy though. I might truly be something that people are gonna dissect and like, hey, I really think that this dude, I don't think he was right. I think he was crazy, and we got to be careful because we don't want to be. We don't want to be an artist. We want to be sane. But I'm just gonna let y'all know there's only two types of people in the world. There are people that are crazy. Those people have suffered through something, have made themselves stronger because they realize there is a tomorrow that they could be a part of. Now they carry some of those woes, but you can't tell. You might think about things that have affected them throughout the years, but you can't tell. They might even tell you something that you couldn't tell. That's crazy, right? Now, the other ones, since I said there's two types of people, the other ones are people who are insane. I've met those people. Those people do exist in this world. And interesting enough, they will definitely let you know how insane they really are. And they're normally going to show you. They're going to show you exactly what it took for them to be who they are right now. Yep. I think I'm going to keep him white. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to add any other colors to him. I'm just going to do all of this border. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And those insane people, well, they can't determine between their insanity or reality. Yeah, cannot. That's how it's supposed to be. I think I'm gonna do. I want to do this in a darker color. Let me find a darker marker. Black could be actually a good color. I wouldn't even mind using black. Yeah, let's do black. Let's not do black. Let's color with black. I don't know why I always say stuff like that. So weird. Yeah, let's just go ham. We're gonna start here in this corner. So if you guys have joined me this long in the stream, I know there's like one person, but I find it interesting because I don't know what it is that I'm doing. To be streaming, like I always try to like hop on different platforms and things like that, but I'm like, I don't get, maybe because I didn't stream for like 2 days and I'm not streaming for like 6 hours out of the day. And I'm not like, what's the word? I'm not dancing or singing or, doing something for clout. Um, and I'm pretty monotone too. If you don't know what monotone, it's normally like the sound of your voice, the sound of a tone is usually the same. Even if I'm shouting, it all comes out the same. That's what monotone is. And I was told that when I was younger, that that's what I had. And I tried to change that a few times, but I don't think it works like that. I think the voice that you have, you're either going to be in character, which I've heard before, or you're going to use another character's voice in order to portray something, to portray something, not betray, but portray something that you're not. And I don't do that. I think it's a difficult thing to do. And yeah, I guess that's what they call boring. I guess that's what they call it. Because maybe again, I've been doing this for a couple years now, and I've heard like, oh yeah, you should have thousands and millions of followers. You should be rich and famous. And I'm like, because the character that I am, I don't know how to change it. I don't know how to be something different. I just, I don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm not using my platforms. Maybe I'm not using the algorithm. Maybe I'm not. But then again, you don't even know who I am. I find that funny too. I mean, even if you followed me for a couple years, you probably still wouldn't even know who I am. I don't even know what I've done. I don't even know how I've saved the world. You don't even know how I've changed how you even go to work every day. Like those type of things people don't think about. They probably don't care because it's not really impacting them until it does. But all of those things, I think it's scary because you don't know what people are capable of. Yeah, I guess that's how it is. It's things that I've experienced in my life, you'll never be able to experience that. You'll never be able to understand why. You know, it's the same thing for you too. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're experiencing. I don't know what helps you get up every day. I just know that we are all here to feel something. Maybe I feel things differently. Yeah. Maybe I cut my hair and felt something different. Maybe I stood up for too long and felt different. Maybe I went to sleep and woke up different. But you'll never know. You only see an image of a person. Once again, I could just be like I could be anything. Like I could I could change the camera around, and when you see my face, you don't even recognize human. You recognize something that you've never seen before. It's funny because I keep saying it. That's how it's probably going to be at some point. How we don't even recognize our own human faces because we've done something that gets others' attention. So the character that we used to be no longer valid. People don't want to see humans. They want to see something that changes their mind about a character or a person. Because I watched on YouTube, I watched AI videos of Sasquatch. My brother told me about it, and I was like, oh, I had a vision about that. So I watched it for a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is really entertaining. Dude's like doing all types of stuff. He met an alien, and I was like, yeah, this is what I was supposed to see. Because when I tell people what I see, they're like, oh, you're weird. Like I can't relate to that. Oh, blah blah blah. But the imagery is already there. It's already been programmed. We just have to remember it. That's it. Just as simple as that. Just remember. I was like, oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll do something like that. Maybe the character that they see when they look at me will be some 300-pound Sasquatch. It'll be funny at first or questionable. And then you'll get your laughs and you'll go about your daily because it'll be some type of normal stuff. The day that we don't recognize our own human species because we want to go so much further with entertainment. You know, what did they say? They thought it was going to be holograms, holograph people. No, just change the whole dynamic of what entertainment looks like. You know, maybe like cartoons or something or something, something, something. I go to Twitch and it's the same thing. I was like, you don't even get to see people's faces sometimes. It's just that dynamic of like recreating. I mean, I think I want to get there too. I want to have fun with uh, these possibilities because why not? Makes people money, makes people interesting. And just like I said, I got a monotone voice, so there's not a lot that goes with that. There's not a lot that stirs up the pot or like, yeah, I'm gonna come back tomorrow and watch this because this was so interesting. Like, yeah, I mean, maybe something I might have done during the stream might have been interesting, but that's really stretching it. Because if you've seen one artist, you've seen them all. But if you've seen one AI turn something into something, yeah, got yourself something brand new, my friend. Something brand new. Now, if this was a 400-pound unicorn up here drawing on this piece of paper, you would be astounded and would watch for hours because you can't stop staring at it because it's not normal, right? You know, they don't even care about the picture it drew half of the time. You're so mesmerized by what you don't get to see too often, so you're gonna come back for more and hope it makes you feel. Once again, we're all here about feelings, make you feel some type of way. Because that's what when I was watching the little Sasquatch videos, I was like, man, this dude made me feel some type of way. Like I don't even know who he is. He just made me feel some type of way about watching him. And yeah, I watched a few actually. I think he said he has 100,000 subscribers, and he's been doing this for a week and a half. Yeah, 100,000 subscribers. I've been doing this for a couple years. I have a few hundred subscribers. So go look at what is our reality and our entertainment. Yeah. Maybe I'll stop doing art because I'm the only one that really cares about it. And I'll just go do entertaining things because it makes me money. Makes me actually makes me a whole lot of money because art don't do it. Not on that scale. Because if I get a check for $6,000 in the mail every week, in my bank account every week, like art is just a hobby. Yeah. I mean, the art could be in the form of what I create for uh, my Sasquatch videos. 100,000 subscribers. Like, why am I even doing art? Like, what's the point? Right? So I can slow down. So my heart rate's not pumping. Because I enjoy it. 100,000 subscribers in a week and a half. And all I got to do is keep making AI videos. Like I said, nobody would even know. Nobody would even care. All I gotta do is give you attention, and you're not gonna care. I'm just gonna come back and make sure that my bills is paid. And I can buy brand new cars and spend your ad revenue money on whatever I want to. That's how I see it. Now that's crazy. That's crazy. Your ad revenue is making millions of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of new subscribers. Bots probably too, but whatever. Numbers don't. The numbers don't matter. Not on that point. You know, keep thinking like, why the hell does it take so long? What am I doing? But it doesn't matter because I'm finished. Yep. You want to know why? Because I made it. Because I made it. Yep. I do feel like I want to fill this in, but I don't feel like it. I think I'm done. Yep. I want his eyes to be blue though. Okay. That marker, not it. What do y'all think? No, nothing. Yeah. That's so weird, man. Like, who can care about something that doesn't really exist. Entertainment's it. Entertainment is all that matters. Okay. No. That's it. That's all that matters. All right, well, this was fun, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for, yeah. Yep. Yep. And that's it. That's all we did today. I feel like I still could have did something with the interior. Very interesting. But I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you, Serena. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Marie. Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for the likes. Yeah. See you on the next one.